we ready to begin?
Good morning!
My name is Misty.
Come on, Ike, it's time.
We would be honored if you would join us.
The greatest adventure of all time.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Come on, let's get in character.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Oh, come on!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11, 12. It's the warm up. Meow, 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 meow.
Meow.
Matt, woof.
Coming in hot.
Hey, I'm getting warmed up. Me, 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 me. Kate. Me, 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 me. Kate.
What is that?
It's Kate, the singer. When we sing, we say Kate.
Oh, she loves when you sing. She says you're full of self-confidence.
I'm so full of self-confidence for you, Kate.
I mean, she didn't say you were good. She just said you were full of self-confidence.
I'm not good at singing, but I'll sing for you, Kate.
She likes it.
Let's give her a shout out.
Hi, Kate.
Hey,
Markowitz.
check her out. She's the world's most famousest backup singer of all time.
Kate put out a couple records.
That's right.
And she had a hit in Germany. And there is a fantastic...
With David Hasselhoff?
I wish. Oh my goodness. I love the song, and she is...
Let's play
maybe
it.
not the... No, she would get very upset.
Oh, sorry, Kate.
She's...
We're not going to play it.
She considers it a part of her past.
Oh, don't look it up on the internet. Then.
Yeah.
I just want to see a video of her and the Hoff just like...
What is happening?
Whoa.
What was that?
We have so much technology going on in here, we don't know what it
Is that your phone?
is. Yeah, that's my new... I got a text message, and that's my new... Apparently, I accidentally Bluetoothed into it.
It's okay. I like that noise. I mean, I know earlier you were looking for the Taco Bell dong. Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
sorry, I'm just reading my text
It's okay.
messages.
Can we...
We're on the internet, huh? We're live.
We are.
We're warming it up.
We are.
Warming
There's
it
something
up.
to be said for being present while recording.
And that's why we're just, this is the burner episode. This is the warmer up. I just turned my audio off on my phone. See, aren't you glad it didn't happen in a real episode?
I'm just really, so you went from looking for the Taco Bell dong.
So yes.
To that
and
noise.
then I that was a mistake.
It's not a bad noise.
It's not.
It's very actually pleasant.
But when I have the horns, because I feel like royalty.
Right.
I need to shake it up because I've had it for so long that it's not funny anymore.
Right.
So I was
you
looking,
want the Taco Bell dong?
Yeah, I was looking for the dong for Taco Bell.
I just want to keep saying Taco Bell dong.
Dong, 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 dong.
Dong, 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 dong.
Taco Bell dong.
Taco Bell dong.
Taco Bell dong.
Yep.
Boy, we have 7 more minutes of warming up.
We do.
7 more minutes of warming up
What's
in the morning.
What's been going on in your world last week?
Man, this is so far out in advance that like...
Yeah, but I mean, we can talk about what's going on in your personal world right now.
I went to 2 different comedy shows last weekend.
Okay, how'd that go?
With Good. I was an invited guest of a comic at one of them, and I got to meet the manager of the club, which is cool. I'm not going to say which club.
Right, in the club.
But the next time you see me performing, it's going to be at that club, which is cool.
I like that.
But I'm kind of holding off.
Okay.
This is not stuff I want out on the air, but I'll say this one part. There's 4 clubs that I'm working on all at once. And
Okay.
I want to, when I audition for one, I want to hit all 4 auditions in 1 week and then get past it as many as I can. And then, because I want to be as fresh as possible. So
Makes sense.
your boy's getting ready to get past at some clubs, bruh.
I'm very excited to be able to go to a comedy club and see you for the first time.
You've seen me before, right? On my birthday?
Yeah, that was a show that you set up yourself, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I can't wait for you to say, I'm going on stage at this comedy club tonight.
Me too. You and me both. Yeah. I just don't want to, it's such an excuse, but like, I'm writing every day and I'm working on it and I'm saying it out loud and I look like a crazy person. Like if you could see a security camera footage of me in my house just pacing back and forth being like, nope, that word doesn't work there.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Yeah, we're all nuts.
We're all nuts. We're all pacing in our houses saying something.
Has there ever been a movie where it's like the POV of like the building across the alley, but you look into all the apartments and then you go and zoom in on this story for a little bit and then pull back out and go and...
I mean, there's a very famous Hitchcock movie, Rear Window, which is Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
And he's an invalid in a wheelchair, and
He's
he
looking
sees
at everybody.
something happen across the way. It's a little bit horror because that's Hitchcock.
Horror. Yeah. Isn't it crazy how things that were scary a billion years ago are like super tame now?
You know, it's weird because sometimes I watch old movies like that to see if they hold up. And to be honest with you, Rear Window still holds up.
Yeah?
Like that, because that's something that could still happen right now. It has nothing to do with technology.
Yeah.
All that it has to
evergreen.
do with is a man sitting in his apartment. Something terrible's happened. He can't leave. He can't go anywhere. And he sees something terrible happen across the street, and no one believes him.
Yeah.
You know, it's it's evergreen.
Yeah, who do you call?
You know, yeah. You know, it's something that could absolutely have been made right now. And people would be like, oh, yeah.
Totally.
Because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have anything to do with technology or the times that have changed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are some movies like that actually do hold up. I wonder if when people are writing screenplays now, they take those things into account. Like, you know, there are some movies that are completely solely based off of the technology aspect of things.
Right.
That are so topical.
Yeah.
But I wonder if there are screenwriters that sit out there and go, how do I make this as non-topical as possible so that it stays evergreen if it does become something incredibly popular?
Yeah, I
You
think
know?
it's part of the growth process of like movie writers where they're like, they just get their first one done. It's like a band's first album.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Like or a comic. I finally found my voice. This is the way that I want to tell jokes. Or this
Yeah.
is the sound that we like as a band, right?
Right.
You get your first screenplay done, you're like, ha!
Right.
And then you get your second one done and you go back to your first one, you're like, whoa, I could have done this
Right.
and this. And I think it's a progression. I don't think you get to that phase of screenwriting. You don't come out of film school going like, I'm going to think about, like you've just got done studying the past, the present, and future of film. I don't think
Sure.
you have the foresight at a very early writer's age to go like, I want to make sure that this is evergreen. I think you're just trying to
Right.
practice all the tools that you just learned as a
Yeah.
first-time filmmaker.
I go through that with my own personal writing process.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously not screenplay writing. It's, you know, trying to jot down my insane life on paper. And
Right. But I don't
find
think you're too
myself
far
getting-
off from a screenwriter.
yeah, no. I mean, I find myself getting stuck in parts because I'll continue to go back and reread.
Yeah.
And it's something that I've gotten some advice from some other writers that have said, don't always go forward.
Yeah.
Like the editor's process is to go back.
Yeah.
And always write it with full-on names and always write it exactly what you want to say because it's not your job or your process to go through and edit all of that. There are editors that are around for that.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that in the book writing process.
It takes away, like if you try in your head automatically to take out those names and, you know, whatever and change those characters up, it takes away from the storytelling.
That's true.
So they say to sit down and to do it 100% truthfully the first time around, and an editor can deal with the taking it out and changing names and blah 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 blah.
That's insane. I never thought about that way. I thought an
great
editor
advice.
was just checking for like grammatical errors and like
No, an editor. I mean, there are a lot of editors that have come out in recent years that are like, that book that you loved by so and so, I actually pretty much wrote that. Like
Right.
the story itself comes from the writer, and the editor goes through and changes so much about it.
Yeah.
That it's a rewrite.
I mean, it's almost the same with music producers. Music producers.
Music producers.
You know, the band will bring in, or the artist will bring in this just like,
Yeah.
it goes like,
Right. And
they're
they refine it.
Okay, we're gonna add some horns. We're gonna
Yeah.
this word's too long. You know, like
Yeah.
it's the voice behind the voice.
Totally. I just listened to or watched a video with Emily Lazar, who is a masterer, a music masterer.
Right. Which
She's
is audio mastering is like
Audio,
making
yeah.
sure the highs are not too high, the lows aren't too
well,
low.
and it's adding in, you know, those weird after effects, those little special touches that without that, your favorite records wouldn't be your favorite records.
Yeah.
You know, like I can tell you, like, good example. One of my absolute favorite songs by the Counting Crows, there's a part after the second chorus where there's lap steel in it. And all of a sudden, if you're listening to it in headphones, you just hear it ramp up. But if you're listening to it like in your car,
Yeah,
you'd
you'd
never
miss
even
it.
notice it was there.
Yeah.
And a master is the person that, you know, tweaks all of that.
It would go through a mix first.
Yeah.
And then mix will raise it and lower it.
And I just watched this like interview with her because she's a huge part of the, you know, women in the music industry and like very niche positions.
Yeah.
And
there's not a lot of people that do that.
She is one of the absolute best at her job. Like, I mean, your favorite, I want to say that she's up to like 20 Grammys. Like,
at a certain point, you just have to have a separate house.
She's only like 40.
Wow.
If that.
Yeah.
I mean, she started so young and was so good. Some of your favorite records wouldn't be your favorite records without the work that she's done. And nobody knows who she is.
It blows my mind when people
it's
in
amazing.
their mid-20s can do like high-level operator stuff.
She came out hot. Like, she came out of music school and just was like, this is exactly what I want to do, and I'm going for it.
Yeah, the girl that just produced the last Weezer album is like in her 20s. Susie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I know her because I follow her on social. What's up, Suze?
There's so many people like that I'm like, wait, we've never actually met, and we're not actually friends.
Right.
Like, they don't know that I exist.
Have you met somebody that you followed on social media for a long time and just instantly just talked like you knew them because they follow you, you follow them, and then you just like bond right away?
I haven't yet because, I mean, I've somewhat always been, I've always been on social media, but oftentimes, like when I go out to do my gig and I randomly run into people, I'm super focused on my job and I don't have time for the like bullshit talk. Mm-hmm. But over the course of Pandy, there are people that, you know, we didn't have the option to see each other or to meet each other. So now I think I'm taking it in, going back out, I'm going to take this as in a different perspective. Like I have a couple of people that I can't wait to meet.
That you know you're going to meet on this tour.
Sick Vic.
He's coming with you on tour?
No, he's not.
Oh.
He is one person. I met him on the internet during Pandy. I can't wait to like meet him and give him a hug and say, you brightened my days.
Yeah.
You had a large part of helping my mental health during pandemic.
Yeah.
Because I knew I always could rely on like pulling up your page and just laughing.
Yeah.
Like unabashedly just laughing 40, at ridiculous
50
things.
memes a day. Yeah. It's nuts.
I have a friend in Philadelphia that I met through the course of this through one of the therapists that we had on our webinar, Sarah. And I can't wait until our tours stop in Philly so that her and I on the day off can go out to lunch and I can sit down and, you know, just be like, you were a big part of my pandemic. And we've never met each other in person.
It's so crazy, right?
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I have, you know, a little list of those people.
A little list.
A little list.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I mean, I don't know if it's over because they're asking us to put masks back on. And who knows where we'll be by the time this comes out. But
it's true. There's a new variant here in LA County that the numbers have doubled in the last week because of the variant.
I wonder if this is just something that this is life now. It just comes and goes in waves, you know, like the flu. And
it's a virus. It's going to morph.
It's so crazy.
You know, I mean, it's going to turn into different versions of itself, like before it dies.
Yeah.
It's like Alien, you know? Like,
and it grows inside of you and it comes out of your nose and your mouth.
Yeah. You know, it's going to do different stuff. And I don't know, like, just overarching. I just wish people would be smarter. But I can't fix that. So here we are.
Speaking of smart people.
Smart.
We have a lot of new listeners.
We do.
And we're very thankful.
We are.
We can't thank you enough.
It's super cool.
Yeah. We spend 90% of our energy like getting the video part of this podcast out.
We do. And most people we found out are listening.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have listened? But we appreciate you guys.
Seriously.
I don't know why I'm looking into the camera to talk to the audio listeners. Isn't that weird?
Because we're used to it.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we put so much work into the video portion of this.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's
season
exciting
3
in
will
the
be
morning.
No video,
to
just
like,
black frame.
Right?
Yeah.
It's exciting to wake up in the morning and look at, you know, how many plays we got and go, wait, those people are from all over the place.
All over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Kind of cool.
It is cool. It just validates us as content creators. That word sounds funny coming out of my mouth.
We create content, a lot of it.
So
250 5, 6, and 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And thanks again, everybody. That's it for the warm-up. Let us know what you think about the warm-up sessions, if we should be keeping these to ourselves or not.
Or if we should be Patreoning them.
Ooh.
Or Apple subscribering them.
Apple subscribing the warm-up sessions.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's making the episodes better.
I feel like it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Now we just go into it without, like, all those mental garbles that I just said would have just been a happy moon day to you.
We need to use the word garble more often.
Garble.
I like it.
How many times can you say garble in a row without...
Garble. Nope.
You know I'm cutting that out.
Garble.
Oh.
Garble. It's all about the way your mouth moves. And
Gobble.
that's gobble. That's different.
No way.
No, add that R into it.
No, I'm British.
Try it.
Gobble.
Fail.
Garble.
Well, garble. We'll see you in 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right, Mikey's. Mikey buttholes? No, it's
not.
Mikey,
aggressive.
Mikey Franz?
That did not go over well.
All right, Mikey. My one friend Mikey's going to think I'm talking to him.
Probably.
Bye, everybody.